listen, we have to take a break. You know, that's what we have to do first thing in the morning, because the company needs money.
Yeah, we have to start by taking a break.
Yeah. In fact, they want us to break all the time. Constantly breaking.
The first thing you do when you get on is break.
It's so funny, you know. I figure we have enough commercial breaks, you know. So yesterday...
I know, I walked in on that.
Oh, you did walk in on that?
I walked in and walked out.
You know, so Tom comes to me, our general manager, and he said, this is unbelievable. I'm sure he doesn't want me talking about this, but I don't care. He walks in on me, okay? And, so funny. He walks in on me, and,
you're in the middle of trying to plan a show.
I'm trying to do the show. So he needs,
set up your next
right,
break.
so he needs money for something. He like, there's something that...
He's got an idea.
He has an idea. He needs to raise money for something. So he says, do you think we could have a sponsor for the Mike Walker game, the National Enquirer thing we do every Friday?
Yes.
I said, Tom, another commercial? Because no, all they're going to do is mention.
It's not a commercial.
It's not a commercial. I was thinking about it in my car this morning. He goes, it's not a commercial.
What is it?
He goes, it's just the guy says, brought to you by... You know,
just a sponsorship.
Just a sponsorship. I go, but Tom, don't you run enough commercials to have money to pay for stuff? I mean, now I've got to put more commercials in? It's not a commercial. He's just going to say, brought to you by. I said, well, I'm against it.
And then he was trying to promise, we'll have somebody else say it. You won't have to say it.
Yeah, I said, well, what's the difference? It's still a commercial to me. We have enough commercials.
Well, that's why I thought it wouldn't be more clutter, because somebody else will say it.
Yeah, he's insane. I go, what, you mean you can't pay for stuff as it is? At what point are you going to have some money around here?
I didn't see how it ended, because me and Robin, as soon as it started getting heated, me and Robin just walked out.
Yeah, we ran out. We both said, couldn't take it.
So then he wouldn't take no for an answer. He said, I'm going to have Paul Turner, who's our voiceover guy, cut a spec spot. You know, I said, so I can hear it. I go, I know what it's going to sound like. It's going to sound. The National Enquirer game, brought to you by...
Must clutter the show.
Must clutter the show. He doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it.
Just do the introduction.
I want to clutter the show more.
I don't understand. Infinity had record earnings and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Evidently that has nothing to do with us.
It doesn't have anything to do with
last year.
That's the reason why we had record earnings.
We still have to figure out how to get money.
No, it's like, it always comes down to, like, you know, we got to do something, you know, more. So I go, Jesus Christ, at what point do you have money for something?
We're hardly on. There's so many commercials, but he has to add another.
The money was for a security guard.
But it's not a commercial.
Right. So it's now up to me to figure out how to pay for the security guard.
Like, individual things now are going to be by commercial.
We need new pencils around here. I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? We need to. I mean, I have to pay. Why don't you just reach into my pocket?
Have Gary wear a sandwich board.
It's so funny.
Could we plaster a poster on your forehead?
Yeah.
We'll do like the baseball games.
I said, you mean the commercials you're running aren't paying for this stuff? You need more. I need to add more commercials. Well, my answer is no. I prefer not to. And then now it'll be vindictive and, you know.
Well, now, but you got to listen to the spec. You haven't even listened.
I don't know what that's going to sound like.
How did it end? Because Robin and I left when it was just getting like. When you guys going back.
Eventually, I had to get back to concentrating on what I was going to do in my next.
Because he wasn't going to let go.
No, he wasn't going to let go. He was gnawing on my foot. So I said, all right, why don't we listen to Paul Turner's spec tape? He goes, I'm going to have Paul Turner do a sample one.
Why don't we do this?
Then I heard him latching on to Fred, and I left the room.
Oh,
he goes, Fred, who is the one that tells Paul Turner what to do? And Fred was like, and Fred's so out of it. He's like, what?
But John and I, we met in the hall. He was,
It was great.
Can you believe?
No, I know you heard the whole thing. You were jerking him around. And he knows you're jerking him around. You're a little too obvious.
I said, before I have to say something, I'm getting out.
Yeah. Right, you left. Yeah, I didn't even see you leave.
Oh,
everybody leaves me.
Me and Robin started the whole thing. Oh my God!
No, it's better you leave because I know then Tom gets all threatened when you guys are sitting there listening.
When everybody starts to pile in on
it. At first, I thought he was making a joke.
Yeah, I'm surprised he asked you that, and without knowing that you're going to get upset by it.
No. First he comes in, he goes, "I need to talk to you after the show," and I'm like, "Oh."
You say, "I don't have time."
You know, I mean, I sit here for 5 hours. Talk to me during the show. I don't care.
We need to talk because
we'll
talk after.
Yeah, I said, I don't really want to talk after the show. I want to go home.
We have to talk now.
I'm here for 5 hours doing the show. I got, commercial breaks. Talk to me during the commercial break. I don't care. Upset me.
I have a great idea.
All right, I'll talk to you.
I need a 2-second conversation with you.
It's never a 2-second conversation. He always yeah, you're right, Jackie. I need a 2-second conversation, and it's never 2 seconds. How can that be 2 seconds? You're adding a commercial on my show.
Yeah.
Doesn't he know the commercials are a sore spot with you?
Yeah. I'm adding a commercial.
I don't care.
It's not a commercial.
But it's not a commercial.
It's a commercial that's not a commercial.
Right.
So if it's not a commercial, what do they put that on the log as?
How do you sell it? How do you get money for that?
The only way to pay for security is if you add more commercials. What about the ones I'm running? Charge more money for those. Charge a couple extra bucks for those.
No.
No.
It's easier to add more.
But he was so funny because it wasn't anything that he was doing.
Yeah.
It's not a sponsorship. It's not a commercial.
Yeah.
It's just Paul Turner saying, brought to you
But mix it in with the other 3,000. It's enough. It's enough. Stop the bleeding.
Right in the intro.
They gotta have some integrity. I think most people would just go, yeah, sure. Who cares? Why not?
Everything will be brought to you by.
Anything for a security guy.
I'm going to start talking now. That's brought to you by.
No, we have security people throughout the building, but evidently it's my job to raise money for them.
The company doesn't buy anything.
No.
We have to supply everything for ourselves.
What do you think? God.
This is a great idea.
No, it's not. Another bad idea.
Your safety's important to us. Make a few extra bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pay for safety if you put in another commercial.
Let's clutter the show up more. It's not cluttered enough.
We're trying to entertain people, so we try to write an entertaining opening to the National Enquirer game. Let's put a commercial in.
Let's make it not entertaining.
We're protecting you with a wall of commercials.
During the show, there's always some intrigue going on. And I didn't talk about it yesterday on the show because I just needed time to calm down.
You should have seen your face. I was watching the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
You were, your head was about to explode.
Yeah, I sit there and I rub my head and I go, I don't believe I'm in another dumb conversation.
And
2 seconds.
He never knows how irritating he is.
Yeah, I wish he wouldn't have to talk to me about it. I wish he'd call my agent. I tell him, call my agent. Don't clutter my mind up with your crap. And then I'll discuss it with my agent.
Robin and I knew that your head was about to explode, though.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know it.
Left, but he
starts leaning further over the console.
Because it doesn't matter to him what I feel. It doesn't matter. I'm not a human being.
Howard. No. It's not another commercial. It's not. Because you're like, oh, Tom, it's another commercial.
It'll only be 2 seconds. Tom, so charge more money for the present commercials and raise money. No.
But this is just a sponsorship.
I know. Crazy. I'm crazy.
I wonder how long ago he thought of that idea, and whether it took him like a couple of weeks to
work. No, he doesn't get that I'm a human being with feelings. It's just unfathomable to him.
It's always like you don't understand.
Right. I'm stupid. All right, I got to take a break.
Money has to come from somewhere.
And usually it's from this show.
It's not coming out of my pocket.
Yeah. How about another show? Add something to another show and pay for this. It doesn't have to come directly from me.
Show. It's out of the time we get to talk.
Oh.
It's always coming out of the time. Let's slice more of the time you talk.
Do it. How about like during the afternoon show? Who's on in the afternoon? During the Will Penn Darby show. Spots or something. And pay for it that way. There's a whole other 20 hours.
You know what? We can pay for that security guard from the Will Penn Darby show.
Right. I mean, or the
top 5 countdowns.
The Bob and Slappy show. I don't care which show it comes out of.
They do like top 5 countdowns in the afternoon. We should just sponsor that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sponsor the top 5 countdowns. Why does it? In other words, if I need a security guy, why does it have to come out?
Because it's for you.
Right. It's for me.
You have to suffer for it.
Right. So there's another way to just clog up and clutter the program. Doug, you're on the air.
You can't talk.
Howard.
Yeah.
Why don't we have your bowel movement sponsored by Dial a Mattress, and then Robin's period.
Wait a second, you're onto something.
Tampax people.
Yeah, because that wouldn't cost. That would be funny. And all right, I'll suggest that to Tom.
Hey, Tom. Okay.
We tried that once. We in fact, we should play this going into commercials.
So funny.
One time we had Gary call Bucky, one of our sales guys. He's like the top sales guy. and say, gee, do you think that you can get someone to sponsor Howard's bowel movements?
It started off with burps
farts.
farts.
And Bucky was like, I think we can do it.
In a second.
In a second, I could sell that to my computer guys. Did you ever hear that tape?
I heard it.
You did, yeah, okay.
Yeah, definitely I did.
All right.
I've been listening for 17, 18 years.
All right, thanks, man. You want to play that going into the break?
I'm going to find it in the book.
Oh, all right.
So I may have it for you out.
He'll read it to you. You're going to find it in the
No, I've got a book.
Yeah, you don't have to find it. It's all right. All right, if you find it real quick. I don't want to press you.
No, I'm doing the best I can, man.
No, I know that. I know you are. All right. Listen, let's take a break. We'll hear that some other time.
Can we sponsor Fred looking for the commercial?
Can we get Fred another?
All right, we're going to be back. We got to, you know what? Never mind, Tom. Let's move on.
But you know what the funny thing was? You said, at the time, I'm really not into it. And then he kept going. Well, no, you don't understand. It's
Well, that's my thing, because he then starts leaning further over the console, because you start backing away.
He's going to use, he's going to use all his sales technique on
You know who he is? You ever see Dagwood and the salesman gets his foot in the door?
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
And then it becomes this tug of war.
And once I say I don't think I'm into it, he doesn't give up. He doesn't get it. And then I start rubbing my head and, like, moaning. And he still doesn't give up.
The conversation is now 25 minutes.
He could sell ice in the winter.
Well, you have to relent, because he won't take
He won't take no. He's a rabid wolf.
He's right behind that no is a yes.
No is a yes. Yes is a no.
Obvious, because you fill your face full of food and put your nose right to what you're reading.
Right.
And it's all the way down. It's like it's so obvious you don't want to be bothered.
Right.
And then he starts pulling on the hair. Mom is still talking.
Yeah. Are you listening?
Anyway, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. I was upset last night anyway. I couldn't even think straight.
Why?
I had a weird experience with a photographer on the streets of New York.
Oh.
It was very, very odd, and I'm still perplexed by it. The guy was just being a dickhead. You know, I'm walking down the street with my friend. Mm-hmm. Of course, it was a woman. As soon as they see me with a woman, they want a picture. So, you know, I accept that. Well, listen, that's part of the deal. I'm walking, the guy's shooting. Boom, 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 boom. It's almost like a terrorist, you know, boom, 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 boom. It's an attack. And it's like, you know what? I start to think.
Yeah, he's got enough pictures at a certain point.
Yeah, and I start to think, gee, I didn't come out here today to be, you know, everyone is walking on the street here. I didn't come out here today to be in a photo shoot. Mm-hmm. If I want to be in a photo shoot, I'll go hire a photographer somewhere.
Right. Pose, get dressed.
I don't really, I'm not here for this guy's photo shoot. It's terrorism. I don't care what you tell me. But, all right, listen, it goes along with the territory, right? But the guy's boom, 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 boom,
and
boom,
how
boom.
long is this going on?
Seemed like an hour. Must have been maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, you know what I mean?
And you're walking as he's doing this.
Well, I started walking, then I stopped some. Then, of course, it causes a whole scene. So these kids come up, and they want to talk, and I'm shaking their hand. You know me, I'm not a dick. Mm-hmm. So the guy won't stop.
The whole time, everything.
Right. So then he runs across the street because he sees me coming up to him. I said, why don't you come back here and talk to me? He goes, okay. Comes back, and I said, you know what? You're an effing dick. That's what I said to him. I said, you got some nerve. I said, what? What are you going to... I said, what is the problem? Did I do something to you? Uh-huh. I mean, what is the problem? I'm not out here. He goes, if you threaten me, he goes, if you threaten me, you better watch out. I go, I didn't threaten you. I asked what the problem is. I said, you're an effing dick. I said, at what point do I get to walk down the street without you causing a scene? So, okay, that was it. He runs away. Runs. Because believe me, now I see why guys want to pop these guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you going to turn into Sean Penn?
No, I ain't going to turn into Sean Penn. Besides, I'll get my ass kicked if I turn into Sean Penn. So anyway, I go to a restaurant, I eat my dinner. I was like, what the hell? You know, forget about it.
Yeah, try to get over it.
I walk out of the restaurant, I'm walking 1 block.
There he is.
Wait a second. Oh. A car pulls up, runs over my shoe. Now, I got a big shoe. Thank God. The tip of my shoe gets caught under the cab. The cab comes to a screeching halt. The guy's in the back seat snapping away.
Are you kidding?
And I'm like, what the hell? And it was dark outside, so like my eyes are blinded. I'm going, what is going on here? No one. That's how Lady Di died. I almost walked right into another car. I was so blinded by the light, and I'm in the middle of a cross street. I literally almost walked into another car, and I'm like, what the hell?
See, at that point, he's not even looking for pictures. He's just going to show you.
He was using it like a gun.
Right, exactly.
So then I went, what is he doing?
He's creating a story.
So I'm walking down the street, and a couple of people walked up to me, and one old guy, I don't even think he knew who I was, goes, "That guy's an ass." I go, "I know, I don't know what's going on." I start walking some more. The cab pulls up again alongside me, starts snapping away. At this point, I'm pissed. I'm ready to whack this guy. But, okay, I know that he's trying to bait me. He's trying to get me into something. All of a sudden, I turn, and the guy's there, and he's snapping away through the window, and I go up to the cab now. Because I'm going to yell at the cab driver because he hit my foot, and I want to get his license plate number because the guy's going to have his license taken away. I go up to get it. The guy screams. I'm not even talking to him now. I'm talking to the cab driver. This is what I'm involved in. This is my night. So it's like being in Palestine. So I go up to the cab driver, and the guy goes, "I'll teach you." The guy in the back. He goes, "What does he exactly say?" He says to me, "I tell you, this place is nuts." He goes, "You better not mess with me. You threatened me." Now, wait a second. I walked out of my house. I don't know who this guy is. All I know is he started in with me. I didn't start in with him. "You threatened me. You better not threaten me." I go, "You better watch your effing mouth. Because you know what I'm going to do to you? Now I am threatening you. Here's what I'm going to do to you, you ass. I'm going to find out who you are, and I'm going to have every one of my listeners walk around with cameras and flash them in your face and run by in cabs and hit you on the foot." So it's turned into this whole thing. And as I'm talking to him, he's snapping away with the glass rolled up so I can't get to him.
Do you have any idea who he's shooting for?
No, he's a freelance guy who lives in my neighborhood. It was so ridiculous.
You know, it's weird because, Howard, they showed this
documentary. It was just silly. It was just silly and dangerous, quite frankly. And the cab driver should be arrested for
Why didn't you call the police?
Well, it's really funny you say that because I walked down and I saw some cops on the corner, and this guy was long gone. Where am I going to go? And you know what? I got a life. I don't want to sit there and be involved in this.
That guy, if the police had come, he'd think twice about it the next day.
Yeah, well, you know what? I just wanted to go home and get some sleep. It was already getting close to 8 o'clock. I wanted to watch Friends. I just want to have, it was silly nonsense. It was hijinks. And I was just like, wow, this is stupid. This is just dumb.
But you should never get into... This is the Stedman Graham...
Right.
That guy thing
different.
that we're talking... No,
I didn't yell at anyone.
Not any different.
I didn't hit anyone.
Not any different. You're the celebrity, and you're wrong.
No. Oh, yeah, right. Automatically, I'm wrong. Yeah.
You're the celebrity, and no matter what, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Alec Baldwin got in trouble because they were trying to photograph his baby.
Son, yeah, or
all he did was he put shaving cream on the guy's window.
Yeah, but you can't touch anybody. That's the rule. You can talk to these guys, but you can't touch them.
But I'll tell you, if that guy hangs with you long enough, he'll bait you.
According to them, you can't even talk to them because then you get into a situation like that. You started it.
Whatever. No, he started it.
No, I'm saying as far as he
Right, yeah.
You
that logic was driving me crazy because I'm going there. This guy's like, "Hey, man, you started with me."
Right. You noticed he was there.
Yeah, because I noticed he was there, and the guy's just shooting away. I say, "How'd I start in with you, dude? You're the one who built your day around ambushing me." Right.
As far as he's concerned, he's just doing his job.
Yeah.
The moment you say something to him, you start.
Yeah, right. That's in his mind. He really thinks that's how convoluted his logic is.
It's true. You know what?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I'm sitting there going, this is why the world is full of idiots. The guy's an idiot. He doesn't understand. He started with me. I didn't walk out of my apartment looking for a photo shoot.
You know what their thinking is? I'll tell you, because I know these guys really well. They did a documentary on the paparazzi in New York a couple years ago.
Yeah, right.
So they showed how Michael J. Fox had a baby, and there was a $50,000 bounty on getting a picture of the baby. So this guy's living in his car outside of Michael J. Fox's house. Living in his car.
Right.
Wait, he's going to make the money. He's like, listen, if I get this picture, that's 2 months' pay.
Yeah.
So the guy that's making the documentary says, "Do you ever feel bad about this?" And he goes, "You know what, man? F Michael J. Fox. He's a celebrity, man. F him. Once he's a celebrity and he's out, he's an effing a-hole, and he's open game, and it's his tough crap." I mean, that's their opinion. It's just like you're a celebrity, and now you're his
So now I have a right to have a cab driver run over my foot and almost caused me to walk into another car. It's unbelievable. These guys were crazed.
Well, that's what,
And I'm like, what's the big deal?
Is to get legal with them.
I know. Well, I didn't have my lawyer with me.
But that's
Rich, you're on the air.
what Robert De Niro had to do. They started pestering him.
Yep.
He got involved with the cops, and they staged a setup and arrested people.
Yeah. Rich, you there? No. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird night, I'll tell you that. Hey, John, you're on the air.
Yo, Howard, how you doing?
Hey, bro.
I want to tell you something about the Mets. By the way, can I play a game for Mets tickets or something?
I don't have any Mets tickets.
Mets tickets.
All right, hey, listen. Anyway, that pitcher last night, I heard that his own man's like doing time for like drug dealing or drug trial. Maybe that's why he was throwing the ball all over the place, man.
They said that on the telecast?
No, I heard it prior to the telecast. They didn't say that on the telecast.
I never heard anything about that.
Anyway,
I think he got that wrong, but maybe you don't. I don't know.
No, I did hear it. You know, I could be. It may be another pitcher, but it's definitely a St. Louis pitcher.
Yeah, you want to definitely get that one right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you said anything like that last night.
Right.
Oh, well, they wouldn't say it on a telecast like that. I mean,
sure
not
they
a
would.
national. Nah. But anyway, he was struck. You wouldn't even want to get in the batter's box. It was wide. Oh my gosh, it was brutal.
Wow.
Talk about a guy with a gun. Here's a guy throwing 90 miles an hour, and he doesn't know where it's going to go when it leaves his arm.
Well, I'm a fag.
Right?
I'm a fag. I was watching Friends during the Met game.
Could be a strike, and it could be a ball that knocks you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, by the way, they do this stuff.
I just like that the guy throws a few wild pitches, and now his whole family is addicts. I mean,
No, but
just throw the ball. I think Robin's making more sense about that. They had to change his whole pitching stance around and all that because
he was injuring his arm
Yeah.
because of the way he threw.
Hey, dude, I got to go. I got to take a break.
all right, later, good.
Later.
Take care, man.
All right.
And they were saying, he's a young guy, and this was the beginning of his career, and he was having a great career, and this could be a career-ending situation for him.
Right. We got to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. With a lot of stuff. I'll give you more information on the Halloween promotion and everything. Freddie, what are you doing, bro?
I hear you.
Really, man.
Shut up. Sit down.
I am sorry. Oh, my.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one. The Howard Stern Show.
Oh, my God.
The Howard Stern Show. The average radio listener listens for 18 minutes. The average Howard Stern fan listens for, are you ready for this?
Okay.
An hour and 20 minutes. How can that be? Answer most commonly given, I want to see what he'll say next.
But what about the people who hate Stern?
Good point. The average Stern hater listens for 2.5 hours a day.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer, I want to see what he'll say next.
Right. You heard it right. That is from the most fabulous movie, Private Parts, starring Howard Stern. I can't even bear to watch that movie. I tried to watch it a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know. Kind of upset me. I think you can understand why. Seeing as how I'm not married anymore. Tends to get to me.
Now you have to look at it like it's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Like this was a made-up life for Howard Stern.
There you go. Yeah.
Not anything real.
I have trouble watching it. It was real at one point.
But you can't watch it that way, otherwise you get depressed.
Gets me upset, yeah. Tends to upset me. I feel so silly watching it.
Start to cry.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to make a new movie.
Oh, that'll be a tragedy. This next one won't be a
No, not this time. It won't be about me.
Oh, good.
No, this time it won't be about me. Well, everybody who was in that movie is doing pretty well. I got to tell you, first of all, Allison Janney just won the Emmy for West Wing.
She won a Tony after she was in the movie, you know?
Yeah, Allison Janney is the woman who played my program director in Washington, and the guy who played Pig Vomit,
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti, has worked in every film with Jim Carrey and just a million films I could name.
He was just in that duets with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. And he's working like crazy. And then I just got an email from Mary McCormick, who played my wife.
What's she up to?
How would I know? We're separated.
Oh.
No, she is shooting a movie in England with Minnie Driver.
Oh.
With Minnie Driver. And she's got a whole bunch of things going on. And then, who else have I heard from? I don't know.
Did she also do a stage play in England? And she's been working.
Working nonstop. So there you go. So a lot of people doing well from that movie. You know? Getting a lot of recognition.
We're waiting for our first Oscar.
Yeah, idea. They usually don't come about 5 years after the movie's been released. But
re-release that movie. I know it's ready now.
I got offered a bunch of other movies, but I tell you read these scripts. Although, it's funny. It's so weird, too. You never know what's going to sell. I was always afraid to make the Fart Man movie. I always thought it was great, and then I realized I should have just made it and screw it. But
You're ahead of your time.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into these things, and sometimes too much thought.
While you're thinking, other people make a movie.
I know. Other people don't care. And not to mention that from Private Parts, Betty Thomas is a household word now as a director.
Yeah. She works all the time, too, and is producing and directing now.
And me, I'm still sitting here. Although I was on the phone last night in my role as executive producer of Son of the Beach, I was on the phone with Tim Stack, the star.
What was the executive producer doing?
The executive producer was reviewing and giving script notes on the first script of the new season.
Now, how is that? Do they email you the script?
No, I get it delivered.
Ah, so it's a hard copy.
Hard copy. I don't like reading it. I don't like printing it out. I like a hard copy. I read that there script. I try to envision what it would look like on screen. And then,
do you give copious notes?
Yeah. I give notes, and then Tim tells me to shut up, and that's the end of it. No, so I talked to Tim for a while. He's doing great. They're doing great. They're writing some funny stuff.
They brought in some more writers.
They brought in 2 new guys to help them out, because they got to write 22 new scripts. It's a lot of scripts. But the guys, the original 3 writers, will be writing all of the scripts with these 2 new guys.
Yes, they won't be letting those 2 new guys off on their own.
That's right. Can't have that. Show's way too important.
I read the funniest thing in one of the tabloids about Bette Midler. She's doing one of those sitcom things. And they do it in front of a live audience. For some reason or other, these sitcoms, they have to put them in front of a live audience, like a Broadway show.
Yeah.
And during one break, Bette Midler starts screaming at the director, "This script isn't funny. We need this, we need that." And she's cursing him out, and her mic was still on.
Oh,
and the
good.
whole audience.
They should have put that in the show.
Oh, I was like, man, that's great.
That's a good show.
And then she
She's a
realized that her mic was on, and she's like, "Oh, just kidding." Trying to play it off for the audience so they don't think she's such a...
Yeah, she can get away with that kind of behavior. Doesn't fit her public persona. That's what they ought to show on that TV show. It would be a hit.
Yeah. Don't make up stuff. Show us the real stuff.
New season of Friends was really good. That whole hour was just really strong. Very funny. Full of laughs.
I got it. I completely...
I hope you do.
Didn't think about it.
It would be a catastrophe if you didn't.
No, not a catastrophe. They'll rerun it.
The season premiere of Star Trek Voyager was real good. This is the last season for Star Trek Voyager.
You saw the...
Season opener.
2-hour.
Was that a 2-hour?
The first... there was a 2-hour episode with the Borg.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Was that 2 hour?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh.
Someone gave it to me on videotape. I didn't realize it was 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's a good show. Love that show.
Last year. I can't believe it's been 7 years.
It's hard to believe when you're having so much fun. Hey, this Saturday night on the TV show, on our TV show, I'm talking about our syndicated television show, check out us tickling Pamela Anderson's pretty feet. I got a fax from the tickling community, for lack of a better word. That's what they call themselves.
You got several faxes from the tickling community.
Begging me to tickle Pamela Anderson's feet.
Apparently it's a big community, and they all write.
Because they wanted to see on the TV show her pretty feet, her nubbins.
Yeah, there was no question they wanted to ask Pam. They just wanted you to tickle her feet.
Yeah, they didn't care.
That's weird, man.
Yeah, it is weird. But we did it. And you see,
agreed.
I know how to talk to these guys, too. And guys, you'll see her pretty feet displayed with her pretty polished nails and pretty legs.
And you even said she had, like, jewels on her toes.
Yeah. Oh. On her toenails, there's little diamonds.
Do you go between her toes?
So her feet are very prominently displayed and very pretty.
And she takes care of her feet.
And when we're tickling her, she laughs so uproariously that panties can be seen in her skirt.
Well, she tries to struggle and get away.
Yeah, that's the lingo. She tries to struggle and get away, and when she's bad, I tickle her more.
Hey now.
Right.
Hey now.
I've read enough literature to know how to talk to these guys. When she tries to struggle and get away, we restrain her holding her pretty legs and feet.
Holding her by her ankles.
Yeah, we harness her manually, in addition to using ropes around her ankles.
Both digits and feather.
Right.
Now, where are they
This
at?
country has too much free time.
Are they at where, like, they love to play with feet?
Yeah.
Because that's their foreplay, or is that...
No, they can actually orgasm.
That's
the end product.
Yeah, but they can have a happy ending just from feet.
Yeah. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Can you imagine that's all you need?
Oh!
I remember doing it, not really being all that excited.
You certainly couldn't have stopped there.
No, I needed more. I ain't saying I didn't want her.
It's like you'd do it if it was getting the other person.
Oh, yeah.
If it would lead to more for you.
And then as an additional bonus, we get Natalie in there, and you get to see her pretty feet. Her pretty nubbins. Also,
they call them nubbins, not cities.
Stuttery John goes on location in the Miracle House, and we get some great Gary animation, which you've now seen, and it's great.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Gary's teeth animation, so good.
You have to see that.
It's very, very wonderful.
Beautiful animation.
Beautiful. You can't go wrong. It's very fun.
Oh.
My both. Okay, now, just to clear up something before we went to break, a caller called in and said the guy who was pitching so wildly for St. Louis in the Mets game last night, maybe it had a little bit to do with the fact that his father was in prison. Well, listen to this. The father of Cardinals rookie pitching phenom, Rick Ankiel,
That's the guy.
was sent to prison a couple of months early Tuesday for a drug conviction from last year.
Ooh.
Ankiel's 6-year prison term was set to begin July 24th, but he was arrested last week for allegedly throwing a loaded gun out of his moving pickup truck, so a judge ordered that he begin the drug sentence immediately.
Throwing a loaded gun out of his pickup truck.
He can count on a day pass pretty soon, though, because he's still got to be tried for last week's gun charges.
Oh, my.
I guess there's going to be an empty seat in the Players Family section at Busch Stadium for a while. This is from the newsletter jerkoftheweek.com.
Whatever that is.
I don't know why he's a jerk. The father might be one, but...
I think they're saying the father's the jerk.
Oh. Yeah, then it says here, the Cardinals' Rick Ankiel is one guy who will never take his father to school on career day. While waiting to be jailed for his role in a cocaine and marijuana trafficking operation, the father of the pitching phenom was arrested Wednesday for allegedly throwing a loaded gun from his car. Police chased the elder Ankiel after a motorist complained that a man in a pickup truck had pointed a gun at him.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is from the internet. It looks pretty official.
Yeah, sounds real.
Yeah, and then here's a story by the Boston Globe saying that the same thing. You know.
I always think it's funny when you have to hide your parents because they're the ones who might embarrass you.
Because they're out of control.
You see some prominent guy with a kid who's out of control.
Well, in the good news department, as far as we know, his mom is clean. Okay, so
far, so good.
So far, so good. Nobody get too upset. All right, let's take a couple of phone calls, say hello to the folks, because everybody's on the phone. Let's go to Paul. Paul, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing, Howard?
All right, what can I do for you?
I just called up to let you know what an a-hole Robert De Niro is.
Robert De Niro, the famous actor. He's in the hit movie, #1 movie of the...
Meet the Parents?
Yeah.
Robert De Niro?
Why is he a jerk?
We had a few encounters at him where I work. He's, God forbid you get a glimpse of this guy. You know, he's like God's gift to this earth, cursing out people, the room service guys. Oh, forget it. He didn't even want people to get a glimpse at him, even just to acknowledge him or none the fact. This guy, he's really, I think he's put himself on a high pedestal, too.
Do you understand what he's saying?
No.
I don't either.
You don't understand?
What did he do?
I don't understand what he did wrong.
Just a few things.
Where was this that he did something wrong?
At this hotel where I work at.
Oh, you're in a hotel. Boy,
Exactly.
getting information from people is like pulling teeth. I think what it is, they must tell John the story first, and then they think we know what they're talking about.
And they start in the middle or something.
Yeah.
I thought John maybe gave you the rundown or something.
No.
All right, well, anyway, this guy from room service goes up, right, to give him his meal. So this guy's talking to him at the other end of the door, De Niro, and he's not opening the door to sign the ticket for the guy. So they're going on like for 5 minutes, and this guy's really like, he's cursing him out. He finally opens the door, grabs the ticket out of his hand. He's like, I'm not signing anything. Grabs his breakfast, slams the door, and then calls down and tries to have the guy fired practically, just for the guy doing his job, you know? This guy, he's really a project.
All right.
He's Bobby D. Runs a good restaurant, I'll tell you that Japanese joint.
Good service over there.
Good service over there. Hey, thanks, bro.
No problem.
All right, there you go.
No idea what happened, and that guy wasn't really involved with Bobby D.
Right.
He just heard from another guy.
Yeah, you can't bad rap Bobby D.
Unless you see Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Right, then you can bad mouth him. Sound like that was Al Pacino on the phone or something. Could that have been him?
Yeah, the Mr.
Oh, here's the girl who sent me a letter. She said she got into a fight with OJ at the airport. What happened to you, honey?
Good morning, my love.
Oh. Hubba, hubba.
Hubba, hubba, baby. I love you.
All right, what happened to you and OJ?
Oh, I was in Miami Beach for a sales meeting, and I was going to the airport with a couple coworkers, checked our bags in, and we're going through the X-ray machine. So 2 of the coworkers were in front of me, and I'm picking my bags off the X-ray conveyor. So someone comes up and whispers in my ear, "Hey, look who's in front of you." And I looked again. It was freaking OJ.
I see OJ.
I see OJ.
He be looking scared.
He be looking scared.
Look out.
Look out.
Yeah, so what happened next?
So then I looked at him again, and I said, when I heard the verdict, if I ever see him, I'm going to call him a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
So my heart started beating, and like I said, when I looked at him, I just couldn't believe it was him, and he was like looking me up and down and giving me a big smile, like I was going to run over there and like, okay, I love you.
Are you a hot chick?
Of course I am. Sweetheart.
What do you look like?
I have blonde hair.
Of course.
Blue eyes.
Mm.
I'm a size 2, petite.
2? You know how small 2 is? You know how small 2 is? How tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
5'1" with a size 2.
Petite.
Yeah.
My niece is telling me, who's so skinny, she's a size 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Size 2.
And she's you can barely see her.
Pam Anderson is a
right?
size 2 on
You know
the
my
bottom.
niece, Jackie.
It's very thin.
She's a 4. She's a 4.
But if you think of Pam Anderson, how small she is, that's a size 2.
Pam Anderson's a size 2?
On the bottom, not on the top.
Jesus. You must be tight, sweetheart.
Yes, I am.
And you're size. Well, how big are your boobies?
See, that's what they're okay.
Bees?
I do need to come in for a breast exam.
Oh,
I would
good.
love to meet you, my angel.
Where are you, in California?
I'm in Cleveland.
Oh, so fly in, honey, for the breast exam on October 20th.
I would love to.
Let me examine you.
Yes, I would love that.
Maybe there'll be a little kismet here.
Ooh, yeah.
I need a size 2.
Oh, yeah. I think we'd be a perfect fit.
I only have a size 5, 6, and 7. I don't have any 2s.
I would love to.
But you have to, do you fit a size 2?
Would I fit? Oh, believe me, I have a size 2.
we would be a perfect fit.
By the way, I have a size 12 nose. So we'll fit fine. Sure I fit. In fact, it might be a little snug. All right, sweetie, so go ahead. So you said one day what were you wearing, a mini skirt?
I was wearing just shorts and a T-shirt.
Shorts and a T-shirt?
You probably looked hot.
I'm in Miami, what do you expect?
All right, so you're...
OJ must have been gaga.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, are you a 10 or a 5 or 6? What are you?
An 8.
An 8. An 8 or a 9. Oh, that's pretty good.
She's good.
Oh, you're pretty hot.
What would you say Nicole was?
Nicole?
Yeah, what would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? What was a Nicole?
I think she's a 9 or a 10. She's very beautiful.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, all right, go ahead. You got good taste.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, we made eye contact, and he was kind of like checking me out. So I pick up my bags, and the 2 coworkers were in front of me. So I start walking, and I'm like, murderer, murderer, murderer. And he just looks at me. I turn around, I look at him again, and he starts this wicked laugh. And I'm like, murder.
Wait, did it sound like this?
Yeah, Max.
Exactly. It was wicked. It was really creepy. It was really creepy.
No.
So that wasn't the end of it. So my coworkers were like, oh, my God, we're going to get thrown out of the airport. What, are you crazy? So I kept walking, went to our gate, and I sat down for a second. I'm like, oh, this is it. I got to go back and find him again because this is nuts. I couldn't believe that he laughed, So I threw my bags down, and my coworkers were like, don't go, because we're going to get thrown out of the airport. I'm like, forget that. The guy's a creep. So I go looking up and down the gates, looking for him again.
Oh, my God, you're out of your mind.
She's on a mission.
You know what it is? She got away with saying murderer, murderer. Now he didn't kick her ass. Now she's starting to think she's powerful.
Well, she didn't get the reaction she wanted. He just laughed at her.
He wanted him to kill you. To prove he was a murderer. All right, so go ahead. Yeah, so you go looking up and down, and then do you find him?
Yes.
And what happens?
So I am like ticked off because I didn't really see him. So I look up, and there he is again, and he's standing with one of his bodyguards. So he taps. He's like 20 feet ahead of me and like 15 feet to my left. So I'm walking up, and he taps his bodyguard on the shoulder, and he points at me and, like, does his finger up and down, like, oh, who does she think she is? So I'm like, murder. He's like, midget. I go, murder. And he's midget. And I'm like, murder. He goes, honky. And I said, murder.
I'd rather be a murderer than a midget.
Or honky then.
All right. He said honky?
Yes. He said honky. So we were, like, going at it. People around me were, like, laughing and, like, yeah, go get him. So I turn around, and it was like at the end. I couldn't really go anywhere, and I'm like, oh, my God. You know, do I turn around and walk past him again? I'm like, oh, screw it. I'll do it. So I turn around, and he's looking. He's just, like, laughing, and...
Okay, yeah, get to the end.
So he taps his bodyguard, says, shut up, B. And I just, kept going, and I'm like, we just kept going at it. Murder, honky, murder.
And that's the end of the story.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
So that was my...
3 or 4 encounters of calling O.J. a murderer.
And him calling her an idiot and honky and midget.
I know. It's horrible.
Well, there you go. Well, come in for your breast exam. That's October 20th. It's mammography day.
Well, can I talk to John or something?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Looking forward to feeling you up.
I love you.
I love you. I'm looking forward to feeling you up. I mean, giving you a breast exam. All right, hold on. Hey, and if you can, bring O.J. in.
I would love to.
All right. There you go, a celebrity encounter.
That's pretty funny, because O.J. says, he only meets people who like him when he's running
around. Oh, she likes him. Sure. I think in O.J.'s world she does.
Had a good time.
Yeah, you had a good time, right, O.J.?
Had a good time.
Yeah, okay. By the way, I received several faxes about my conversation yesterday with Stuttering John's alcoholism because it said that's completely false, his whole math about for every beer you drink.
An hour and the beer goes away?
Yeah, and he says, tell that drunk John you burn 0.25 or 25% of a beer an hour. All right, so, and that makes more sense to me. And Jackie's in here arguing about that.
It's true, it's true.
Well, now I see where John gets all his information from.
Right.
Jackie goes, no, it's true. Every hour you burn off a beer. And that's not true because...
When you drink a beer, I think it's 0.02 goes into your system, and an hour wears away 0.02.
No, he says it's 25% of 0.02.
And 5 beers in an hour makes you 0.1, which is the legal limit, or it used to be.
Again, I think your math is fuzzy.
I took the stupid
fuzzy math. You got fuzzy math. That's it.
That's something fuzzy.
All right, on my phone is Leanna. I'll tell you who Leanna is real quick, and then we'll talk to her after the commercial break. It's funny, that advice that Casey corners me yesterday. He says, I went to the Jet game on Sunday, and I got to admit I was jealous of those guys. I said, jealous of which guys? He goes, the Jets. I said, why were you jealous? They lost. He says, they're out there playing. He says, I was supposed to be a football player. And I
agree with him. Did he say that?
Yeah. He goes, I'm supposed to be a football player, and I didn't take my shot. And I said, I never realized you were that good. Were you? Could you have been a pro? He goes, I don't know. He says, but I should have tried.
No, it's not.
And I said, listen, it's not too late. How old are you? He tells me he's 25 years old. 23 years old, right? 25. I said, there are guys
who are just starting.
I got a friend, Marco Battaglia. He's like 28. He still hasn't gotten a play. He's on the team, but he can't get in a game.
Look at Vinny Testaverde. How old is he now?
37.
And when did he become the main guy?
Like a couple of years ago.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're going to do it?
The thing is,
I said to him, you should thank God you're not a football player. These guys wake up in pain every day. Their bodies are completely racked. He goes, I don't care. This is what I was supposed to do.
That's what he wants to do. Let him do it.
Why don't you try out next season? I mean, the thing is, of course, no, I'm not good enough. But the fact is, I never.
How do you know you're not good enough?
Exactly, because I never took that shot.
What position are you?
Well, punter would be the best thing, but I'm not a punter though.
Howard, I got this whole rap yesterday.
Punter would be the best thing, but I'm not a punter.
I'm not.
What are you?
Because that's not a football player.
Well, tell me what you are.
He's a quarterback.
I played quarterback. We ran the option. You know what I mean? So it's like almost like a running back type thing.
I'm naive. You ran the option?
We ran the option. That's an offense that you run. And it's like you don't pass it all. You run the ball all the time.
So you would come in just for the running? So when you come in, everyone would know they're going to run the ball?
No. That's just an offense that we run.
You should know that the option is virtually non-existent in pro football.
You can't run it. You know?
That's a college. It's a college.
So how are you going to be
formation.
a football player?
No, I'm saying I think my best thing would be to try and play special teams, which are like
punting.
Right. Punting, kickoff.
Well, why don't you go camp and kick a few balls and see if they...
I'm thinking about it. I would definitely...
consistently get it over the goalpost?
Well, that's a field goal, but the punt
can you kick that?
No, I can't kick field goals.
You can't?
No.
All you can do is punt.
Right. And then, but then the kickoff team, when you run down and try and tackle the guy, that's kickoff. Kick.
So are you really good at that?
No.
You want to be one of the guys running.
Howard, I got this whole rap.
So then wait. Why would you think that you could be a professional athlete?
I didn't say that. I said you should
try. You're not good at it. Why would you even bother?
Okay, I'm all right then. I'm all right at it.
No, but there are guys who are great at it.
Exactly. But
so where would you play, Casey?
What's that?
Where would you play?
Punting would be
No, I mean, what league? You're not good enough for that league.
What about the new Vince McMahon?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's all these new. There's Arena League. There's all these other things. I mean, there's just stuff that
you need a league where guys who suck can play. That's what I need. You're the same football player I am.
Howard, can I sit around at the start of the AFL?
I think I should have been a football player based on this conversation.
Interesting about Casey. Casey played quarterback in college, and he was like, okay, but his team won a championship. He punted. He actually led the league in punting at one point. So it's great. I said that's great because punters are hard to come by. And Casey goes, I don't like punting. I'm not in the head for that.
That's not like a football player. You know what I'm saying? You know what I miss,
dude?
I miss being bruised. I miss bleeding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I miss being sore.
But John hit you in the head with a frying pan.
Right,
that's what it is, man.
Somebody punch you.
Well, douchebag. Let me just tell you something. If you're not good, you should forget it. If you
all right. I'm not saying.
If you're telling me, why don't you go? Listen, this is what you ought to do. They have tryouts in a few months. They start up again in a few months. Right. After the Super Bowl, they start right in. You do like what Piazza did in baseball. He just tried out. This guy put him on the team. He got on what? The Dodgers.
Perfect example. Wayne Corbett.
There you go.
He wasn't invited to camp. He just walked into camp and said, hey, I think I'm good enough to play. Let me try it.
They said, sure, okay. But what do they got to lose?
Right.
You're a white guy. They go, whoa, a white guy. We could sell that.
There's another white guy.
There's a white guy.
I bet a friend of Casey's. He said that he's great. He was great in college.
Oh, you were great. Are you being humble?
Quarterback, he said. He's a great quarterback.
Oh, that's nice and everything, but...
No, it was a friend of yours. He said that the only reason why you didn't start was because that guy that...
Yeah, actually, I was in back of this guy in college who was the #1 Russian quarterback in 1AA.
Where is he now?
You can't play the option in the pros, so he's coaching now. You can't.
You were behind a guy who was so good, but not good enough to play in the NFL.
Well, no, but it's the offense we ran. He can't play quarterback. He's not big enough. And
I don't understand. You mean you never threw the ball? You just ran with it?
Pretty much. We would.
So how did you guys ever throw the ball?
Not really. You'd throw the ball maybe 10 times a game. Most of it you would run it. It's you know how like you know what a shotgun is, right? You know what the shotgun the quarterback and he throws the ball.
But I thought quarterbacks can do it all. They can run plays where you run and also be able to throw the ball.
Right. You do a little bit of both, but
wouldn't it also freak the other team out that the guy who runs the option could throw the ball?
Right.
Like, wouldn't you want a guy who could throw the ball in there?
Yeah, but the guy.
I never heard of a quarterback that I could play that.
There are some coaches who would rather have total control of the game.
What is he running? You're telling me there's a quarterback that don't know how to throw the ball?
Right there.
You know how to throw.
Well, of course he can't play.
The coach is calling most of the running plays.
Hey, I'm the same thing.
That's a coach who says, my guys can't throw the ball, I got to run.
You mean you wasted 4 years in college running the option? 5 years running the option.
Only option is the coach is making.
You know what your option is? You stay right here. You ain't going anywhere.
If he was really any good, would he have gone to a school where that's what they did?
Robin, you're out of control. Most colleges run the option.
Wait a second. You're telling me you want to be you were a quarterback for 5 years who never threw the ball?
Well, we threw sparingly. We didn't throw that much because that's our offense.
You throw long passes, right?
That's just our offense.
You know why they did that? Because you couldn't throw.
No, that's not true.
Of course.
No, it's not.
If you could throw the ball with precision, they would let you throw the ball. The coach said, "I got a quarterback."
If you got a guy that you're out of high school, has got a phenomenal arm. The coach is throwing,
then he wouldn't come to our school.
The coach is throwing his playbook out the window to adapt to that guy.
No, then that guy wouldn't come to our school. A pocket passer would not come to Western Kentucky. Why? Because I can't throw the ball.
What is it? You don't know how to throw the ball and you're a quarterback?
I can throw the ball, but I
never heard of a quarterback can't throw the ball. I never heard of it. I don't know anything about the game, but if I'm a quarterback, I'm going to be able to throw.
Howard,
did you ever run the ball yourself?
Yeah, that's what the option is.
Right.
You would run it, or you ever see like the guy pitches it?
Right, it's an option.
That's the option.
So
right there. You can run or you can pitch.
Maybe you could be, what, a running back?
No, I can't be a running back.
Casey, fade back and get Howard's lunch.
Yeah. That's what you're good at.
So special teams.
Yeah, you go out, you get my lunch, and you return with it. That's what you're good at.
Howard, let me just explain this.
He's not doing. You have to pass that to somebody else.
He kind of did. Chef Bobby's the one running that play.
That's the option.
Howard, the option is just the coach is calling.
The option is whether Casey gets lunch or Chef Bobby brings it down to himself.
And usually Chef Bobby brings it down. Casey's playing behind him.
You're still running the option. You big dumb football player.
Howard, it's the coach.
What a career.
The coach is calling running plays.
And you punt. I don't care. I would kick the coach in the crotch.
But that's what I'm saying. He had a coach who knew he couldn't throw.
So you're telling me that you have some sort of ability to kick the ball, punt the ball,
which is a big specialty, Howard.
Right. So why don't you go try out for that? Who's stopping you?
Yeah, right. You know what? And punters don't have to be in shape. So
he's so silly, Howard. There are some teams that I've seen teams go through 3 punters in a season because a punter is really important to the team. So here he's got this talent.
Yeah.
That might be his best asset.
And I only did it for 2 years in college.
And
do it.
But you were
leading something?
You were leading the league.
I did all right. Yeah.
Well, tell me you brag a little.
I'd say I was one time I was conference player of the week.
What does that mean? Explain that.
I had a couple of good games, and so they once a week in the conference they give they put out the player of the week.
Did anybody do any of the? Explain that to me, Gary.
Okay, the conference is 8 or 9 or 10 teams they play on a Saturday.
Right.
Of that week, they pick one guy out of all those games, and they say he's the player of the week because he had a great outfit.
Okay, so if you had that and you can consistently punt the ball, what does a punter make in the NFL? What kind of money?
I heard league minimum was $300,000.
All right, $300,000. You get to travel with the team, and if you're really good, you get an agent. You maybe even get more.
Right, you're good looking. There's a bunch of ugly guys who punt. At least you can turn it into something.
Yeah, you might be able to do endorsements.
Surely that $300,000 is more than you make here.
Yeah,
I can vouch for that.
Yeah,
that's a little bit.
Yeah. You might be able to
in the locker room too.
Yeah. See, that's what I really miss. You prick.
You miss showering with guys.
Yeah, but you know how it is. I saw these guys come off the field, coaches yelling at them and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not supposed to be on the phone. I'm a big dumb animal. I got to at least try. You know.
Why don't you try them? In other words, when you were player of the week, did any of the NFL teams or scouts come and look at you?
Coach kept saying if you can do this consistently, then you have a chance of playing. But then I got a couple blocked, and that just screws your whole average up. So I never tried.
You got a couple blocked. Is that your fault or the team's fault?
No, in that case, someone doesn't block somebody, and you get a 0 averaged into your average. So
I see. So you didn't
ruins it.
They're looking at raw numbers, but I asked Casey, can he punt? And he said he went out the other day, and he was kicking them pretty far.
Not too bad.
How far was August?
What you want is 45 yards
and an angle.
4.3 hang time.
And what did you have?
And I could do that. I mean, I could do it, but not every time.
How many times can you do that out of 10 kicks?
I would like to say 3 out of 4 times, hopefully.
Oh, wow.
That's a good average. You know what, Howard, NFL punters do it about 3 out of 4 times. They usually
douchebag.
Practice, Casey, you might get better.
But I shank them every once in a while, and the guys in the pros are so much.
So you're afraid of shanking them?
Yeah, shank.
Yeah,
you know what?
You gotta see this guy from the Jets.
That's where you're like totally.
That's embarrassing. In fact, that happened during the Jet game the other day. I don't know if you saw, but who were the Jets playing? Denver. The guy kicked it, and it went about 10 yards. And he kicked it with all his might. But the guy and it wiggles in a weird way. It's very embarrassing.
The guy from the Jets is awesome. This guy Tupa.
Yeah.
I saw him kick yesterday. He was at the end of the end zone. He kicked it to the 10 on the other.
So can you do that?
No, that's unheard of.
Right.
But maybe you have accuracy.
No,
right, because sometimes you got to hit a corner.
I can see Casey kicking it into the stands.
It's happened before.
John, you played against Casey in college?
Yeah. So what are you guys, sick of working with him? You're trying to get him to go...
I'll do anything to get him to leave. No, I mean, if the guy's going to sit there and pine away, I certainly had dreams in my life. I just kept them simple.
Well, ask him about the concussion he got his sophomore year when I knocked his ass out of the game.
What was that?
I knocked him out of the game his sophomore year. The only option KC ran in college was the option of whether he was pitching or catching with his boyfriend.
This is nobody.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I miss rules. Quack, quack.
He sure does. I'm watching, I love to watch the political shows. So, Fox News channel's in a commercial. CNN evidently runs commercials the same time as Fox News channel does. They do that.
Get together on that.
So I tune into MSNBC. They got
Imus in the evening. In other words, he did what I did, of course. I figured out to put my radio show on television, so he had to do it. He did it on MSNBC. And the show is death. I mean, he sits there and talks about politics. And he's like a bizarro. You don't even know where he stands on anything.
It's death in every aspect. It's visually,
it's death.
It's unbelievable.
He has just aged so much.
He doesn't have a cannula in his nose again.
I'm sorry, you're talking at the same time. What?
Does he still have that green thing going up his nose to give him oxygen?
No, he doesn't have the tube anymore, but he might as well. What did you say, John?
He has that bandana on his neck to cover his,
the turkey neck.
And he's got that big dumb hat on. You see that?
Yeah, what's that?
And where do the headphones go with the hat?
Yeah, he's got matching headphones. Like the headphones fit with the hat. It's pathetic.
How baggy can you get?
Oh, he's just so friggin' gay. I mean, he just really is. He should really be a catcher. He's not even a pitcher.
But and then you know what?
And these women call up reporters. Hello, Mr. Imus. They all buy into that, and he's like, so, what do you think is going to win the election? The whole show is, who do you think is going to win the election? You know what, douchebag? In a day, we're going to know who's going to win the election.
You can't make it happen.
He goes, well, here's what I predict. George W. Bush. And he's starting to lose his voice like Walter Cronkite.
Really? It's breaking up?
It's breaking up. He's like, George W. Bush.
Getting all phlegmy?
Yeah, he's going to, he's all befuddled. George W. Bush is going to win by 5 or 6 points, I believe.
Oh.
And I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote for George W. Bush because, I don't even know who I want to vote for, but I'm just going to vote for him. And you should vote for whoever you want because that's what I'm doing.
Well, thank you.
This is what the show is. I mean, I'm listening to this. I go, what is this guy's like? He's got toilet mouth. He just rambles. He's got diarrhea of the mouth. And he goes, I'm going to vote for George W. but I don't even like the bastard. But you vote whoever you want to vote for because you should vote your opinion.
It's like he ran out of things to say a long time ago, but his lips won't stop moving.
And he goes, and Russert and them, they all think, one thing, but I think the other. And it's like, what? And he goes, and mumbling through the whole thing. They say he's got an audience. I don't know who could listen to this.
You know what that audience size is. They're all close to death.
And he goes, and I gotta tell you, Charles, I think that we're going to be looking at Senator Clinton. I'm having a hard time saying that.
Breathing.
But you're having a hard time. And he goes, but I gotta tell you, Charles, that I believe that she is going to win by quite a few points.
I really believe that all of his listeners come from the fact that the people are too old to get up to the station.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not joking, man. This is how it sounds. And I got to tell you that, Hillary, she's, and I mean, it's like, what are you talking about?
And he really does wear that kerchief all the time.
Yeah.
And he's looking down.
How you like my kerchief?
And you know what the weird thing going on over there is? It's such an ego trip now. Everybody has to pretend that he's like this huge star. So it's I-Man weather, I-Man sports.
Everything's
I-Man. I-Man time.
Yeah, we don't.
When you get the time, it's I-Man time.
Because he's so important. And then this woman calls up, hello, Mr. Imus. We're with Jane Seymour from the Al Gore campaign. She's out there right now. How's your man doing? Imus, you sound like you have a cold. Thank you for noticing, Mr. Imus. Yes, that's true. I do have a cold. Yeah, well, the vice president, who is so annoying, is he's outrageous because he calls the vice president annoying. Right. Vice President so annoying. Is he losing his voice? No, Mr. Imus. He's well. If you remember, in one of the elections, if you were losing your voice, that meant you were going to lose the election. Whoever lost their voice and I'm sitting there and I said, this is it. I'm out of here. I don't even believe this guy. Now, if you lose your voice first, you lose the election.
Is this a real?
This is what he's about.
Is this the show from the morning, or is this a special?
No,
edition?
It's the morning show. And it's death. It's death. Imus evening, afternoon, summertime, wintertime, fall, or spring is. You can't listen to it. I defy you.
I will tell you the worst death to listen to that show, because I've heard it sometimes when I've been on vacation, is his brother and he are sometimes co-hosts.
Yeah.
It's here in two Imuses.
Yeah, I know.
Two guys with two voices.
How you doing there, Fred Imus?
And when Charles goes on vacation...
No, Charles is there, and he has
the brother's always on the phone, too.
Right.
How you doing? How you doing there, Fred Amish?
You know, we're over here with the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, we got barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's right.
I love the old Imus who, you know, at one time in his life he didn't care about anybody. Now he's found people to love.
Yeah.
You know, he loves his wife, who's the best woman he's ever met.
I love my brother.
I love my brother.
I think
I love my crotchety old brother.
I think the deal with the brother is that the
Brother's like some loser who needs Imus's, radio show to promote various bad products.
And I think one of the things the brother does now is he lives on the ranch for Diane Kids and helps run that.
Yeah.
So he has a place to live and he helps them.
And distribute the products for him.
Yeah, way to go. In other words, he's his butler. It's
manservant. I manservant.
It's the brother who could never get anything going, and always had some wacky idea, and now he's got this idiot with a radio show trying to sell his barbecue sauce.
Because remember at NBC, in the hallways, you would hear him complain about how his brother had called him for money again for some idea that he didn't want to be part of.
Yeah, right.
Instead of just giving him money now, he just helps him sell stuff?
Right.
Yeah, and has him, work at that ranch, which is a whole big tax write-off.
Yeah, we got a ranch. We help cancer kids. And we make them work the farm. We don't care.
But this brother he tried to avoid all his life is one of the people who loves him.
Yeah.
I love my brother.
I love my brother.
I mean, he used to say...
He's like Liza and Lorna Luft. They're making up at the end. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He used to say flat out, my brother called me today. I wonder how much that's going to cost me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now he knows his brother loves him, and he loves his brother.
Think about my sister and me. We don't ask each other for a dime or anything. It's just really pleasant. It's a pleasant relationship.
You get her phone calls. You don't worry. Your skin doesn't start to change.
Yeah, she doesn't call me up and go,
You know, I'm in the kitchen making barbecue sauce. I'm wondering if you could sell it to your audience, a bunch of dopes.
So it was unwatchable. I had to just get out of there. Tom, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey.
Listen, I got the answer for Casey. Get the football uniform for him. Have him dressed up in it. Then he can go get your lunch in a football uniform.
Ooh.
Hey, why don't you put on a uniform when you get my lunch?
And every once in a while, as he's going down the hall, people can tackle him.
Yeah, right. Bloody him up.
That'd be nice. I have some Casey stats here, believe it or not.
Go ahead.
So, Casey played, this is his 1997 season.
How do you have this?
Ganji printed it off the internet.
Wow.
So I could see the week that he was player of the week. So here's a week where they beat a team 38-24. He was 4 or 5 passing, and he rushed for 173 yards.
Wow.
However, the first game of the season, he rushed
big
for
blockhead.
minus 13 yards.
I've got a punt block, probably.
The second game of the season, he rushed for 11. The last game of the season, he rushed for minus 2. So although he had one game with 173 yards, his net for the season
must have been a real bad team.
was 174 yards.
No, not at all. The guy ahead of me was the best player in one AA.
The team went 7-0.
So he didn't get on the field.
Oh.
But that was quarterback. That's playing quarterback. So I was playing in the fourth quarter and stuff like that. And if he got hurt, I would play. But then I was the punter, the special teams captain.
Right.
But Howard, he passed 4 out of 5, so he does throw the ball.
Right.
Five times.
Yeah, but little passes.
Yeah, you know, they're those little...
Stuff I could throw.
I like to see you out there,
what do
man.
they call those little slant passes?
A screed?
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you something. If I practiced like you did your whole life, I'd be better than you. I'd be in the pros.
I'm saying, I like to see you out there. That'd be good.
How does he get out of college and wind up here? There's no football here at all.
See, I went to college, and I majored in radio, and I ended up in radio.
Right.
You went to college, majored in football, and ended up in radio.
But Howard, I don't think he really wants to play, because every Sunday we play football.
Yeah.
I've been asking him to play. He never comes.
He doesn't want to play with amateurs.
Yeah, you guys are losers.
He's a professional.
I'm definitely not. But all I'm saying, man, it's just like, if you don't take a shot, I'm gonna be like 50 years old or whatever.
So do it. Why did you go? Listen to me. Go over, walk onto the Jets. I know guys at the Jets. You want me to get you an audition?
I told him that yesterday.
You want me to get you an audition?
No, that's all right. You don't got to do that, man. I appreciate it.
Do you want me to do it?
No, I don't want you to do
You
it.
big pussy.
No, I will.
Go try. Live your dream.
Walk on and say you're from the Howard Stern Show. They're going to let you in there.
Yeah,
exactly. That's
and go in and kick the crap out of that ball.
Show him, man.
Punt.
Show him.
Punt, stupid. Punt.
Show him what a fag you are.
Jackie, why are you screaming at him? Could you open your eyes?
Shower with the team. You'll see what you got.
That's really why I want to go.
In the locker room.
You'll have to shower down with them.
Wouldn't it be fun to shower next to Jumbo Elliott?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You got a big ass.
Hey, Buckethead. And one time in the shower, we had this.
Where is
great.
Buckethead?
Buckethead. He coaches gym.
Robin's race. Robin was in the Toyota Long Beach Grand Prix, which is a celebrity event.
Well, the celebrity part of it. It was a huge event. I mean, it goes for 3 days. There's all kinds of races.
Some guy, an anonymous guy, and I don't know who the hell he is. He's just an emailer. He says he was there. He saw the whole thing. And he wrote me. This is the first thing I got to read.
Okay.
And then Ganji sent me some notes, too. According to this guy, he says, Robin is by far the worst driver I've ever seen. I've seen 20 years of I've attended the pro celebrity race. She should have her license revoked immediately and told she can never drive again. She has absolutely no talent for driving, and after the first qualifying round, she is in last place, far behind the second slowest qualifier. Whenever there was a train of cars stuck behind a slower car, it was guaranteed that Robin was behind the wheel of the car in front. She was shown the blue and yellow move over allow passing flag so many times this weekend that she must have thought she was in Sweden. Is any of this true?
Yes, absolutely it's true. I don't think that I'm a terrible driver, but you know how I have trouble with right and left.
Yes.
And despite the fact...
Yeah. Are you done with racing now?
No, absolutely not.
Everyone's predicting you're done.
No, I am not. I had a great time. Here's what happened. Remember I tried to leave early because there was this driver's meeting I was trying to make out in California. I didn't make it because we sat on the tarmac here at JFK for an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I missed the driver's meeting where we would have walked the course. During that practice run, I was driving as if I was blind because I didn't know which way I was supposed to turn. So as I'd come up to a turn, I'd have to guess, is it a right or is it a left? Should I be over here? Should I be over there?
Well, here's the email I got. Her biggest problem was that on every lap, she would come to a near-complete stop at the hairpin leading onto the front straight.
Right. I
There you are
also
in your
had
car.
a mechanical problem.
This would cause an accordion effect behind her where her competitors would nearly ram her from behind on every lap as she tiptoed through the corner at about half speed of every other driver. Even the normally mild-mannered Catherine Morris, star of CBS's Cold Case, was overheard on her radio to tell Robin to get her black ass out of my way.
That is not true.
That's what he says.
There was no radio.
After being repeatedly balked by the slow-moving quivers, Morris was later seen giving Robin the finger on the 4 straight when she was finally able to pass, on the front straight pass.
That's
okay.
Catherine Imus, more like it. Wow.
So there is that.
Hey, you look good in the uniform, Robin.
So are you really going to go ahead and race Bubba?
Yes. There are all kinds of races. That was what you call a road race, Howard, where you have these right and left turns and you can't see some of the turns. There's also tri-ovals, which is what I originally did. You only turn left. You know where the turn's going to be.
Is it true there were 5 accidents in George Lucas?
George Lucas
Your boyfriend?
was in a head-on collision.
How did that happen?
Now, this is how crazy it is. Everybody out there sort of loses their mind. Now, you're going to call me the worst driver? I didn't have somebody slam into me head first. He went out on the track. He decided he was laying low. He's qualifying in the middle of the pack most of the time, and he must have had this idea
to move
that
ahead.
He was going to fool everybody into not worrying about him.
How do you have a head-on if you're going all in the same direction?
And he was the one who said to me, because I started telling people how I have a problem with right and left, and I didn't know where the turns were because I didn't get to go walk the track. And he said, well, if you see headlights coming at you, you know you're going the wrong way.
Oh, great.
That's what he said to me, and that's exactly what happened to him. He was on the track, and he started passing everybody, and he was flying, obviously way beyond his ability to drive. And they call that running out of talent. And he ran out of talent on one of those turns. His car spun around, hit a wall going backwards, and he must have clipped the person immediately next to him when he was trying to pass her. And that made her follow him right into this wall. And he was facing her at that point, and she hit him head on.
What are you doing? What are you, insane?
I'm having a good time.
Did he get hurt?
I'm sure he's sore today. You know, he was still walking around and he looked okay. Everybody, I mean, nobody was hurt.
And these cars
but
are...
I'll bet you he's sore.
These cars are expensive, aren't they? I mean,
they're Scions.
What does that mean?
It's a, you know, sort of a small...